So, guys, welcome to My Guy Reviews review of Absolutely Fabulous, the movie, the motion picture. So this is Jennifer Saunders and Joanna Lumley finally giving us the movie which we always wanted, which we waited for years and years. It's actually written by Jennifer Saunders, and yeah, so this is finally come out. I think I've been waiting for this for years. I know we've had Christmas specials and stuff in between, but nothing can touch the full TV show that used to come on years ago. And so
I wasn't expecting it.
I was really excited for this one. What about
I wasn't
yourself?
expecting it. I was honestly it came out of the blue for me. But yeah, it was great to see them trying it, and it was definitely interesting whether they could do it or not. After I remember being very fond of Red Dwarf, bring up a completely different series.
Oh yes,
But then when they tried to bring it back, it just didn't do it right. Really, didn't do it for me. So I was interested to see if they could do it this time. And
to me, this is like that Bad Education, right? The one with Jake Whitehall, right? Yeah. So a TV show I'd never seen. The exception, obviously, I've seen this one, but a film I had no idea about, and I just went in to watch it, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah. And this is one of those where we've had a TV show back in the 90s, right?
Yeah,
so it's been a long time since we've been waiting for a film, and you're right, it could have turned into a Red Dwarf, but
it could have been a disaster.
Not. Absolutely, yeah. And this is really, really funny, and there's loads of cameos. Which
so many stars.
Anyone who saw the Graham Norton show as well.
Yeah,
Graham Norton's in it. Ryland's in it.
Oh yeah.
The lady from Pitch Perfect.
It's still coming back to me now. Keep saying these names.
So many people in this. Kate Moss obviously plays the model.
She's funny in it.
She's really funny. Who would have thought she could pull that off? Emma Bunton's in it.
Brilliant.
Joe Collins.
See, we haven't even talked about the film yet. We're just talking about the people, and it's just brilliant.
Abby Clancy, Alicia Dixon. So the huge list
in there as
we can just keep going on. But
Tiny
Temper. These are the ones I'm remembering off the top of my head. Obviously, I remember Graham Norton because he's on TV.
My memory's bad, so I'm in awe. I'm in awe of your memory, really.
And there's a few others. I can't remember the ones. But yeah, let's get into the plot. Let's talk about what's happening to these two. Okay. God, let's fill us in.
Oh, I have to remember. It was like a week ago. They're broke, aren't they? Basically,
yes.
They kind of get into trouble in the non-spoiler fashion. They get into trouble by accident while trying to grab fame again and trying to get back up, until they eventually come up with a plan to escape the law which are now after them, and rob some money from some old lady, and all of that while being among like the original cast and just being their same original selves, and around all these stars, and really poking at sort of the whole fame arena, especially in London. So
and he plays Kate Moss has quite a big role in it as the PR lady, and she's really funny. Like I'd never thought of her having a personality, because you only see a picture of her
Kate Moss.
When you see a billboard, but she's really, really funny.
She's the lady with no PR, isn't she? Is that?
Yes, that's the one. And it's a very, as the show, it's a very light-hearted film. Similar tone to the TV show as well, and they've gone to the south of France, so you could tell that the budget was so low. It's literally like, where should we go for a road trip? And then, okay, we'll make a film around that journey and stuff, and we get there. But it's really funny. These two ladies are amazing.
They are hilarious. There's a cameo from Dawn French in there as well. Remember that? Did you notice that? No, Dawn French, who
may have passed me by.
Jennifer Saunders, as you may, anyone that doesn't know, Jennifer Saunders often worked with Dawn French back in the day, so she got her good friend Dawn French in there just for a little cameo on a news report. Actually, you'll have to go back and catch that one.
I'll have to watch it again. Yeah, but it is great. There's loads of people in there, so you may not have seen everyone.
Yeah, a lot of people in there. A lot of people.
and it's a really funny, light-hearted film again. It's similar to the tone to the TV show. The TV show used to just be around their house, either in the kitchen they'd spend the most time, or they'd be in the living room and do the whole episode, just the two of them just having a chat. But they're just so funny. These two ladies are amazing. And Jennifer Saunders wrote the whole thing. Yeah. She wrote the best line. I'm sure she gave them to herself. She is just really, really good. She's amazing. Yeah. And again, you know, like you said, a lot of the original star cast turned up. They all kind of did their part, and then they introduced loads of new people. And sometimes you have films and you just think, oh, they're just making it for the money, you know, TV movies, TV shows being turned into movies. But this is kind of one that has been floating around maybe for a long time, and they finally did it. Making. And it's great.
Another one worth making. We just talked about Ghostbusters a little while ago. Another worth done well, and this one is another one that's done really well. So it's been a great couple of weeks for cinema.
Yeah, this isn't like Sex and the City, which really didn't really need to be made into a film. You know, you've done the TV show, finish, get over it, and then you made an awful sequel. So this is a really good example where it can go right. Just like Bad Education, which I still haven't got around to seeing the TV show, but it was a really funny film. Yeah, and that's what these are. These are comedy films. They make you laugh.
The thing about AbFab is the biggest danger I thought that there could have been was the absence of a studio audience, because I think that's what sort of did
always the comedy.
That's what did Red Dwarf harm when they tried to bring that back. It did it without a studio audience, but they didn't fill in the gaps, so there was always these awkward silences between every joke, which just didn't work. But with AbFab, I could see that whenever there was a joke, they filled it in with action and just kept it going. So like it does take a change from being a sitcom, like with an audience, to go into a movie, and you know, obviously she nailed it, Jennifer Saunders.
Yeah, because the writing is great. I mean, if Friends ever got turned into the motion picture, which everybody wants to see, they would struggle with the same sort of idea initially, where they don't have that studio audience engaging with them. And obviously at that point you can improv a little bit more as well. You could say a couple of lines which weren't written down, and it'll go down really well. In cinema and movies, you don't have that. Yeah, shot. You can improv, but you can't do it as well.
It's sort of shot separately, every little shot, isn't it? Like all out of order. So it's quite a big challenge to do that. Obviously, some people can pull it off, but people that are used to studio audience aren't gonna necessarily move straight away to doing that well.
But they did a great job. They brought the whole thing to life in the big screen, and it's great seeing them back doing what they do best. These two well-loved characters. It has been a long time since we've seen them. Yeah. I think I remember their Christmas special. I can't remember when it was. I think it was in. So the show would have ran in the 90s. We would have got the Christmas specials, maybe 2010, 2012 or something like that. And so yeah, it's been a long time. I think people were really wanting to see this, and I'm glad it's out. I loved it.
Yeah, and it's done well. I mean, I was a bit worried about the amount of publicity it was giving itself before it was coming out, but it was still brilliant. Absolutely fabulous. Ratings? Should we go on to ratings?
Yeah, so let's get straight into it. So it's great to see the main cast come back to life. It's amazing. It's written really well. The story is kind of around what we've seen previously. So I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It's a really fun film. I give it solid, strong 8 out of 10.
Nice.
And great cameos. Really, really good cameos.
You know what? I'm trying to go to IMDb so I can cheat and find out what I get. But I would give it a 9 out of 10. I think it was pretty solid. Not as good as Ghostbusters. That was 10 for me. This one, 9 out of 10. Solid, very solid. Maybe 9.5 actually, I think. Yeah, 9.5 is the one.
The longer you think
about it. I'm remembering now what I wanted to give it. I wanted to give it 9.5. My memory goes after a week or two, so forgive me, bear with me. So good.
Brilliant, thanks. Hit us up with your comments, tell us what you thought, click the big like button, sharing is caring as always, and subscribe for more videos.
Share us your love for AbFab, please.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Buy it when it's on DVD, watch it while it's in the cinema.